Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. Klaus Kinski as the hero? And God said to Cain. This is the 1970 spaghetti western from director Antonio Margheriti, who also directed Yor, the Hunter from the Future, The Last Blood, not to be confused with Rambo Last Blood, and Jungle Raiders. It's also, unfortunately, the final installment in the Vengeance Trails box set. But let's get into it regardless. The plot. He was imprisoned for a false crime, but he was released because of his lieutenant position merits. What? Now he is seeking revenge on the man who planted evidence against him. It's a bare-bones plot with a solid execution. It's a tale of revenge. This is the strongest contender for being my favorite out of the Vengeance Trails box set. Banditos is a more memorable film. However, And God Said to Cain has certain elements that really make it stick out more amongst the surge of spaghetti westerns. It's got this slasher horror movie element that works wonders on the second act as well as all the way to the climax. Once the dust storm comes to town, so does Kinski. For the characters, we have Gary Hamilton, played by Klaus Kinski, from The Great Silence and Crawl Space. He is our main vengeance seeker. He hides in the storm, in the shadows, in the night. He is seemingly a part of the incoming storm, using it to enter through the town and barricade of baddies through the dust and such. Is there a supernatural side to Gary Hamilton? That's something we never really know, but the show don't tell rule really works well here. Kinski plays the character with his usual cool, but the voice dubbing of him is so off-putting and sounds nothing like Kinski, which is weird because he can speak English. Akembar, played by Peter Karsten from My Name is Pecos, is the man who had false information put out against Hamilton. He has big plans for his son to gain enough political power to become president, even if those accomplishments led to the imprisonment of an innocent man. Richard Akembar, played by Antonio Cantafora, meets Gary Hamilton on a stagecoach and immediately suspects something. This is punctuated even further when he says Gary Hamilton's name. Everyone just kinda shuts up, like, what did you just say?
Gary Hamilton.
He wants to help Gary Hamilton, but also side with his father, because, it's his father. There's a lot he doesn't know and wants to be informed about between the two men. Maria, played by Marcella Michelangeli, is Akembar's woman. She left and betrayed Hamilton to live an illustrious life with Akembar. She is the kind of woman that would play any man.
Can't you forgive me after all these years? I was frightened, you must know that. You don't know what a bastard he is to me. I'm just some kind of a whore. All these years, I didn't forget you.
Dr. Jonathan, played by Giuliano Raffaelli, is an old friend of Hamilton's and assists him any way he can. He's a kindly old man. One last actor I want to mention is Luciano Pagozzi, who plays Francisco Santamaria, part of the Santamaria brother trio, including Jim and Miguel. Why do I mention Pagozzi? Well, he was also in Exterminators of the Year 3000, Strike Commando, and Double Target, as well as 16 seeing other films directed by Antonio Margheriti. They were good friends. While And God Said to Cain is a spaghetti western at its core, it's also, like I said, a horror movie. Now, that's not to say it's definitive in its presentation, because it could all be just a coincidence. However, certain things really make you feel the tension and fear. Little things, like when the Dust Bowl arrives and covers the town, just as he arrives, and dissipates when he is finished carrying out his task. Like the church bell ringing persistently, like an itch in a hard-to-reach place. But it's when the bell starts to ring the second time. You have the scene set. One of the men hunting Hamilton has gone missing and is found hanging by the church bell rope. They then hear the piano organ playing, and they go to investigate only to find the preacher there, unresponsive. The scene is intensified, as every time the preacher is beat or shot, he reaches for the piano and plays a higher note. Truly impressive filmmaking and ideas being presented here. For the gore, the effects, despite this having horror elements, there's nothing too graphic. The church bell falls atop someone and severs their leg in a creepy scene. There is a scene involving pyrotechnics, which is quite impressive. They literally bring it all down. The motion picture soundtrack, Carlos Savina does a great job, like many spaghetti western composers, like taking the main theme and doing several different renditions of it. It works well here as it does in most cases. There are triumphant themes as well as dark and ominous ones that make you feel that spiritual aura coming to this small town. Don Powell sings the main theme song, Rocks, Blood, and Sand, and does a serviceable job. However, there is a note he can't quite hit.
Blood and sand.
And it makes it unintentionally funny. Overall, this and Bandidos are really good. The best of the set. All the movies are fun, but I think And God Said to Cain is the best. I'd have to pick it over Bandidos, mainly due to the horror elements. This is a great, straightforward revenge flick that is an easy watch and has great pacing and haunting killings. Definitely check it out, as well as the entire Vengeance Trails box set. Overall, I give And God Said to Cain a 3 out of 5. Thank you all for watching, and I am Brian Gatto. Just hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and as always, subscribe. Yeehaw!